Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caspersight. How the devil are you, mate? Today, we look at Mindseed TV. Yes, mate, you know I love Mindseed TV. And this one is called... Hang on. This one is called Fan Joins Paranormal Investigation and Disappears. Horrifying Asylum, mate. Huh? Horrifying Asylum. Somebody... Mate, just imagine that. You go like, oh, yeah, I'd love the opportunity to go with Mindseed TV, mate. Right? Do whatever you have to do. Share their thing. Like, tweet it out and all that sort of stuff. Be a patron and then anything like that. Going all excited, packing up your bag. Go in there, meeting them all. Yeah, bloody brilliant, mate. And then you get bloody lost. Can't be found. That's a song, isn't it? Anyway, make sure you go over to Mindseed TV. Subscribe and do the thing. So without further ado, diddly day. Let's do this. Shh.
We've never done this before. We've
never done it before.
With us.
We actually brought one of you guys along with us for an investigation.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I wanted to go. Thanks a lot. Could have bloody messaged me. I would have done that.
And
he really was truly alone.
It's loud, yo. It's loud.
Where the hell did our Patreon just go?
Just imagine losing you bloody fan. Ow.
We lost our first Patreon. That's not what we expected to happen.
Tanner, where you at?
I got to turn this down a little bit, mate. Jeez Louise. Okay. Whoa. Let's go.
My heart starts racing because I notice that I don't see another person down here.
Some scenes may be considered disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, mate. Okay. Let's go. Is that? Oh, I thought that was the music. Let's go.
Asylum was the first time that we actually brought one of you guys along with us for an investigation. We ran a contest on Patreon. A random winner was selected, and Gary ended up joining us on this investigation.
I should have done it, to be fair. Yeah, here we go, yo. Mindseed TV with the Patreon, yo. Going into the thing and the thing and whatever, mate. Shut up.
What's up, dude? You excited?
Yeah, mate, look at him. He's so hyped, mate. He's like, yeah, boy. Me and the team.
For sure, man. Are you pumped or what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So, are you okay with Philly cheesesteak? Okay, cool, all right.
So yeah, picking up
He's like, I'm an allergic, but you're asking me? Yeah, fuck it. I'll have it, mate.
Gary at the airport was a really cool experience. We didn't know what to expect. We obviously don't know the guy, so.
We've never done this before. We've never invited anyone with us, so it was as much of a new.
What's going on? What's going on? Is this... Okay, let's go 4K, baby. Let's go.
Nerve-wracking experience as it probably was for him, for me.
What's up, dude? How was the flight?
it's pretty good.
What's up with the grainy thing? Is this like an effect they've done?
That's nice. I can tell that you're excited to be here. You know what's funny is that we were all driving here and we were probably equally as nervous as you were. And we're stoked that you're, no offense to anyone out there, but you're a normal guy.
We did a little pre-interview with Gary to see kind of where he was at mentally heading into this investigation. And I think he had a really good mindset, basically like, I hope we get some activity. I don't want anything too insane, but I'm here for it.
I would be like, just fucking bring it on, mate. Just Rambo it, right? Let's go to the deepest, darkest bowels of hell, all right, and take him on. Let's go.
You know, and I think that type of mentality is pretty much best case scenario for one of the patrons coming in on an investigation with us.
A few months ago, back in like March, I got a message from Casey saying I won the contest to be able to come out and investigate. And at first I didn't believe it. You know, I read the message a couple times and logged into Patreon to check it out and see that it was actually true.
Were you stoked? Were you pumped when you found out it was 1-1?
It makes me feel a little bit more nervous because today it's happening. So
I asked him all those questions, you know, like, hey man, are you excited? Are you nervous? And I could tell that no matter what he said to me, there was this panic going on inside of him.
Just having
Yeah, mate, that must be so damn cool.
the opportunity to be able to come out, use the equipment, learn how it all works. That alone is, and visiting an asylum also, I mean, it's just,
gonna be sick.
it's pretty crazy.
It's a
So
pretty good place to go.
just that alone, even if we don't get anything or if I don't experience anything, I mean, that
I got a feeling he's gonna be like on future like episodes. Like maybe he could be the next person, like the next crew member.
I would do it again.
Right on. We just wanted him to be able to encounter the things that we go through on a day-to-day basis and see what it's like actually trying to get proof of paranormal activity.
Mindseed TV.
Arriving at the Penhurst Asylum, the place is old, dilapidated, it's fallen apart. You could tell that it's been abandoned for years and years, but a lot of really bad things happened there when it was up and running, and that's why people believe that there are still spirits of those that passed away within the asylum. We had a guide give us a tour. That happens more often at known locations when you go to a large spot like this and they have staff that'll welcome you at the beginning before you get locked down and you're there the whole night by yourself.
This is the administration building. It was completed in 1918. They then moved the administration from Philadelphia into this building. They used a doctor's office, nurses, file rooms. It was mostly administration.
I didn't know it had such a dark past, and actually Pennsylvania had it classified as a school at one point, which walking around the building when you start seeing the similarities to a prison, it's really concerning. So it's really kind of an ominous atmosphere anyway.
It was actually a school here. It was the Eastern Pennsylvania State School for the Epileptic and Feeble-Minded. So,
Man, that looks creepy as hell, right?
as you can see, it's easier to just say Penhurst.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was mostly for children with epilepsy, also with, of course, feeble-minded kind of captured a lot of different, what we now know as different disabilities. And they were also, they were also here as well.
It was understaffed, right? So
Yeah.
they couldn't get the proper attention or care that they needed for that many patients.
There was over 3,500 people here for a max capacity of maybe 1,700 people. The whole point of this school was to originally
Look
be
at it,
able
mate. Look at it.
to teach them social skills, and then actually they were only supposed to stay till they were 18.
Oh, really?
And the median age when they closed it was 47.
Oh my goodness.
So there were people that came in. Most of them, they originally had to start at 12 years old, and then they changed it to 6. Little 6-year-olds coming into here
Oh,
and then basically
mate.
never leaving. They
Oh,
would either
what?
unfortunately pass away here,
Oh, fucking hell, man.
or if it was later, they would have lived here their whole lives.
They were giving us a bunch of information about the building, and Casey had done a little bit of research on his own, and I don't think she was even going to tell us, but there was a doctor that was known as Dr. Fear, and he had ended up engineering some type of injection that it would deliver the most amount of pain with the least amount of bodily damage, and he would use it for punitory action. He would use it to experiment on children or the mentally handicapped.
What a fucking dickhead, eh?
I don't know if I'm mistaking this place for somewhere else, but was there any kind of not like torture, but was there methods that doctors were using on patients that were incorrect and they were actually painful to the patients that were here and they were doing
Yes.
stuff like that?
Yes, so in, what would you say, 70s? 60s, 70s?
68, I want to say.
Yeah,
Dr. Fear.
Dr. Fear. So
Dr. Fear!
So Dr. Fear was actually a doctor. He was in charge of Penhurst, and one of the things that he instituted was a chemical injection that would cause the most amount of pain to someone with the least amount of damage. And he would use that almost as a deterrent for what people consider poor behavior. So biting, you
It's
know,
like a punishment,
yeah,
right? So
patient
someone
on
did something
patient, patient on patient abuse. So he would kind of say, okay, you're not stopping this. So here's, you know, I'm going to teach you that if you continue with this action,
What the hell,
this is the
man?
result. And
No,
yeah.
that's insane.
I personally have never done an investigation at Pennhurst before, so it was really cool to see. The buildings are awesome, very beautiful place. We had a super knowledgeable tour guide, so the experience leading into it as the sun was going down, we're getting prepared to enter our real investigation. Very cool.
Yeah, I didn't know how many buildings there would be and what kind of condition everything would be in, so I didn't know what to expect there.
It's one of the things that I tell people.
He's like, hey, I know what he's thinking now. Oh, I'm doing it, mate. I'm in the dark room with the bloody light on my face. I'm bloody doing it, man. I'm gonna be on the video, man.
People that come in and investigate, you have to remember that they were kids. For all intents and purposes, their mind, they were children.
Yeah.
And I have seen other investigators that come in and they ask all these complex questions.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
don't know.
They don't know.
We wanted Gary to know exactly what we were going into and what we were trying to communicate with.
I have seen them. I've heard them. I've been touched. That they're here.
Yeah.
It's just like I said. It's a matter of whether or not they're gonna chit chat or not.
Jesus, mate. Pennhurst Asylum. Nightfall.
So for the start of the investigation, what we always do is we go
Have a shit.
with EMF detectors or thermals. We try to see where there's some form of activity that might be a good spot for us to test later during the night, because we had about 7 hours at this location. So I went to the first building in the basement and also second, third floor.
Oh, mate, look at the state of this. Look at the state of this, mate. Hello? That's what I have to. Hello? Anyone down there?
Echoes. Crazy down here. Even my footsteps, I could hear the echoes at the end of the hall. I don't know if you guys could hear that.
Mate.
First thing we did on this investigation
On
was
your
split
own
up.
as well.
We like to do that sometimes. Colton went with Gary. Casey took the main building, the Mayflower, and
Split up? F that, mate.
I went into a smaller tunnel that was lit up with red lights, and it was spooky. Being by yourself always is.
What the hell?
Hello? My name's Tanner. Definitely come in peace. Just want to come here to communicate with whoever remains. If there's anybody here willing to communicate with me, I'm very open to it. I'm not here to hurt you. If you have any message you want to share with the world or with me, why are you hearing shit behind me?
What's that? Okay.
If you have any message you want to share with the world or with me, why are you hearing shit behind me?
Oh, man.
So when we decided to separate, me and Gary, we had already kind of clicked, and I wanted to take it upon myself to be like his guide, kind of. And I'm always filming these guys. I really just wanted to film this new person's reaction to what we do.
Yeah.
Right now. All right, we're rocking. There we go.
Cool.
It actually saves us some time.
Perfect.
So, yeah, man. That always makes
He's fucking shitting it. He's shitting it, isn't he?
me feel better when, starting an investigation as well. And just for the interest of you right now, I'm going to go ahead and say anything here that would like to use my energy to communicate, feel free to do so. But when I leave this building, I leave you here and I move on.
I would freak him right out. I'd be like, any demons, spirits in here, okay? I do not give you permission to use my energy. Use Gary's! Use Gary's! He's new! I'd shit him right up. Oh, fucking hell, mate. I thought I was moving on its own. Look at that random chair in the middle there, look. Look at you. Huh? Mate, is that... I thought it was moving. What? Is that moving? What? Wow.
So if there is any...
What's up with the grainy stuff? I mean, I know the ISO is gonna have to be really high, but this was the same sort of grain as like when they're outside in the light in the car.
presence here? Can you come close to me? Make this light up. What was that?
Oh, it blinks one single time? Okay. Yeah.
Can you come closer? I could stay here. I don't have to move if you want to come a little bit closer.
Oh, mate, just imagine if he goes right up to the very top.
I just hear a lot of echoes. Makes it sound like somebody's here. Let me see if I can... There you go. Now that I turn my flashlight off, are you more willing to talk to me? Want to show yourself on this camera?
Shit, hell, mate, that just freaks me right out.
If there's anyone here with us, could you come close to this device he has in his hand? It'll give us a signal to let us know that your energy is present.
This device on my hand will light up and make a sound.
Go on, Gary.
That'll let us know you're here.
Yeah, Gary, you rock it, mate. Rambo it.
Okay. I don't know that my eyes are not playing tricks on me at all. But see, this is the type of place.
Did you hear something?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a little tap or something.
Super faint.
Didn't hear the knock, mate. Didn't hear the knock. It's maximum.
It could have been the thunder, but what I just thought I saw was, so if you take the light off that, what I just thought I saw when I did this was that very back hallway. It looked like, again, like something changed from being pitch black back there to like gray.
I was starting to, well, at least I felt like I was either being like washed or it just felt weird.
There's a lot of movement at the back of these hallways, so we kind of fixated that way. And then we started noticing that a lot of the shadows that we were experiencing were augmenting without light facing them.
You know, like something.
Yeah, that's the second time you've noticed something like that.
I am on the 3rd floor.
I like the way they're splitting up, you know? I like that. You know, their own head cams and stuff like that. I like it a lot.
There is nobody else in this building with me, but I'm hearing noises above me.
I did hear some kind of strange taps and knocks coming from the attic.
Maybe there's rats in the ceiling.
Pigeons.
I don't know. I'm not really convinced that that's anybody else here with me. Maybe you don't even live here anymore.
Yeah, that's a knock, mate. Not from a bloody animal. Animals scratch. That's a bloody knock.
But there was a hole, a door, I guess, and there was weird noises. It sounded like there was footsteps or something.
What the fuck? That's somebody... That's somebody fully legit, like, walking around and banging around up there, mate.
Okay, that sounded like human footsteps for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Rambo it! Go up there, mate. Mate, what the hell? Oh, Christ, what's he doing?
Does anyone still live in this tunnel?
With me being down there by myself and running the few tests that I did, getting absolutely nothing on anything, we decided that that tunnel was really no longer a point of interest on this investigation.
I remember asking, if that's you, can you come closer? Or, you know, can you show yourself? And I actually heard footsteps that sounded like they ran.
Does the light bother you? Sounds like you're getting closer. Can you come closer to me? Can you come closer to my voice? Oh.
Fuck that, mate. Oh my god. Mate, I'm not being funny, man. Like, if that's 100% legit, I would be fucking gone, mate. If I heard bloody footsteps running around, that sounded like child footsteps as well. Like, what the F, mate? I'd be fucking out of there, mate. I'd be like, Mace, we're going now.
It wasn't a slow step anymore. It was like doom, doom, doom.
Sounds like you're getting closer. Can you come closer to me? Can you come closer to my voice? Oh. Hello. I just heard you up there. That was fucking loud.
It was bloody loud, mate.
Scared me. I went down to go get Tanner, and then on my way down, I ran into a swarm of bats, so I didn't get to go down right away.
Look at that drape there, look.
Oh, fuck no.
Look at the bloody bats. I like bats.
There's like 3 bats around this fucking corner now. I'm so over the fucking bats.
After we met back up at the Mayflower, it was actually really cool to see Gary kind of smiling ear to ear. He was just totally there for it.
Gary said he heard a couple noises in the other building, so I wanted him to see if he could hear the noises that I was hearing on the 3rd floor coming from the attic. So the whole crew went upstairs, listened, and recorded EVPs to see if we could catch some sounds.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
I would say we killed that for a second, just because that click from them. You made some noise earlier when I was in here by myself. It sounded like you were walking. Can you walk towards us? Can you come towards my voice?
I'm freaking out.
Hear a girl's voice or something. That can't be them downstairs.
I heard that. I can hear almost like music as well or something.
That was good. Can you come a little bit closer? you hear like someone crying?
I do. It sounds like a moan almost.
I could hear like a. It's like music of some sort.
Yeah.
At this point, we decided to stick a static camera at the attic to see if we could catch whatever was making the sounds.
Go ahead. Get on me. Alright, hang on. Is the infrared on? Yeah.
Just fucking get up there, mate. Just get up there, man.
Oh, nailed it. Okay. Sweet. Here, turn everything off. Are you hearing that fucking noise?
I am.
I think it's from my right.
Yeah, okay. So it's a humming sound, right?
Like a moaning, like crying.
Look at the state of this place, though, mate. Honestly, look, man. It's so freaky. Look at the state of it. Get out!
We did still hear some of the knocks and taps. Very weird. And we also ran into a bat.
Oh, bat.
We always run into
man.
a bat when we're in a location where there is activity. So I started looking at that as a good sign rather than a bad sign.
That's bloody huge, mate. That's what she said, but that's bloody huge.
But it still scares the shit out of you
Fucking
every time
Dracula.
you're walking down a hallway and one of them tries to dive bomb your face.
I want to get low. Oh, there he is. Shit. Bats.
Fucking hell.
Tanner, where you at? Shelf.
Mate, is this orbs and stuff flying out, or is that dust?
Combs is red.
I ain't getting bit again. I already got enough shit biting me.
Got bit by a bat? Jesus, man. That ain't good.
Alright, I think he dipped in. Yeah, he went out that door.
A lot of people left a lot of trigger objects in here.
That's one fat though.
The lone walk. Here we go,
We
mate.
wanted Gary to really be able to experience and feel what it's like being in a haunted location. And there was a really long tunnel. It was actually 1,200 feet. That's the length of
Shit.
4 football fields. And it's all underground, complete darkness, barely any lights, a couple red lights, but it doesn't light up anything down there. And we wanted him to go experience it on his own.
We can come back in 10 minutes and meet you there and make sure, you're good.
So he went down with an infrared light
Yeah, I don't think he's very happy about that.
camera. And the plan was that we were going to meet him at the end of the tunnel and see what kind of weird things that he came across while he was down there.
Alright, so here, keep that finger right there on the top button. Keep it on. And if it turns the screen off, you just tap it like it might fall asleep at times.
This one?
To be honest, we were a little nervous for Gary going to the tunnel.
I'll tell you right now, it took me a whole lot longer to agree to do what
He did the same thing.
This was his initiation.
It's like the walk of faith, isn't it? If you want to be in our team, you gotta walk the faith.
His initiation, that was his flashlight.
Oh shit. Fighter, what the fuck? At least when I was in this situation, the guys walked me to like the top of the steps where I had to descend into darkness. And for us, we just put him in a golf cart with a stranger. She dropped him off at the end of the tunnel, said, hey, go down there. There's only one way in, one way out. And then she bailed and left him.
Security actually took him on the cart to the whole other side of the property, about 1,200 feet away, and dropped him off. So he had no one there waiting for him.
Oh, bless him, man. Jesus. Oh my god.
No one there to get his back, and he really was truly alone.
Gotta make it towards the end of the tunnel.
Run! Just run!
Lights out.
Excuse me, I'm still getting over this chest infection, mate. It's driving me nuts. I had a cold, and it went to my chest. Mate, you gotta walk a bit quicker than that, man. Hey? You got... What, how many was it? 1,200 meters or something? What was it? What did he say? Like, how many football pitches? Walk quicker than that, mate. Let's go. Come on, Gary, you can do it, mate. He's shitting it. Oh, mate. Oh, there's a bat there as well. Yeah. I saw the bat.
You know what I realized? I realized it a little bit too late, like after he left.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a radio.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Gary.
He can't even radio us if something goes wrong,
No,
so he's kind of on his own right now.
Fucking hell, no. I bet he's beginning to regret this. He's like, so many thoughts are going through his head. I've got to do this, else they're going to think I'm a pussy. I've got to do this, otherwise they're going to have no content for their video. I've got to do this. This is my only shot.
That is 4 football fields in the dark, underground.
Bro,
known
he is
haunted.
completely secluded.
Oh, mate, I don't know if I would actually want to put the torch down there, you know? Almost like ignorance is bliss. Just don't look. Just keep on walking.
When people watch it on camera, they're like, "Oh yeah, you know, he's in a little hallway." No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try that hallway.
Well, dude, the
out.
patrons.
Yeah, go ahead. DM him. Find out.
He's freaking now. He's beginning to freak.
Behind me, nothing. In front of me, still nothing. So it's just in the back of my head, it was just like, all right, it's something right there, or is it just me?
What was the 7-foot tall shadow man that goes down there she was talking about?
The 7... What? What was the 7-foot tall shadow man that goes down there? Did you not tell him that before you fucking walked in there, mate?
What was his name? Skip. Skip.
Oh, yeah, by the way, there's a 7-foot shadow man down there, mate. Bastard shadow man. Oh shit. Oh no, has he not got the light anymore?
20 minutes, and we decided to head over to where he was at. So we all hopped on a golf cart. We went to go find him.
Okay.
How can you do that to him, mate? Really, though, to be fair. I don't know. I mean, obviously he agreed to do it. I just got this vision of him like in the corner, a bit like Blair Witch style, just in the corner, like back towards them, you know, just freaking out.
Oh, that's cold in there.
Ice cold in there. What is it?
It's like another hallway.
There's a series of corridors that kind of just like go left and right, so you can't really see fully down even if you shine a flashlight. Not to mention it's pitch black down there.
Hey, bro, I don't see one fucking exit light in here.
Not a single one.
Oh no.
That's wet. This is what he's walking down right now. With light. With no light.
It is literally just sparkling. Flashlight.
Man, that looks dodgy as hell.
Oh, there's a little red light. That's nothing though.
It takes us about 10 minutes to get to the very back of the tunnel itself.
Is this the end?
It's the end of the world as we know it. He's not there.
My heart starts racing because I noticed that I don't see another person down here.
That wasn't 1,200 feet, right?
That's one part of this. I hope so.
And I'm seeing a steel door, and all of us looked at each other like, let's try to open it because maybe he just went in there.
The door's not open for sure.
No, it's locked.
There's no way a human by themselves without tools could possibly get through the door because it's been tried before. And that's the point when we turned around and start walking out of the tunnel.
Like, for sure.
Did we miss a fucking turn or you know what I mean?
What?
When we got to the back of the tunnel and we realized it was a dead end, there was a steel door. It looked like someone tried to pry it open in the past, but nobody was coming in or getting through that door. Obviously, Gary wasn't behind that door.
Where the fuck is Gary?
Where the fuck is Gary?
Where the hell did our Patreon just go?
Oh my god, mate.
I know.
That door's barred.
Gary, call for him, man. Sound would travel so far if you just called for him.
Dude, literally.
We combed through that whole tunnel. We walked it again just to make sure maybe he didn't turn somewhere that we missed or open another door. There was nowhere that he could have gone.
Like, there's only one way in and one, like, dead end.
We didn't know where he was. We didn't have a walkie connected to him or anything.
Oh no.
We had to have missed a turn or something.
This is just the totally wrong way.
I'm panicking, honestly. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice on the video, but I'm sure that you can.
Huh?
Maybe you walk back.
I hope you got public liability, mate.
Is there no other way to go?
No.
So walking out of the tunnel, I approached the security guard and I'm still filming. And I walked straight to her and I said, Gary's not down there.
Hey, Gary's not down there.
And she smiles at me and says, what? Like I'm messing with her. And I said, I'm not fucking with you. Gary's not down there.
I'm not fucking with you. I'm not playing around with you. Gary's not down there.
Gary! Gary!
Is this the only one?
Mate, call him.
Really?
Yeah.
She says there's cameras all over the campus on the outside just in case someone does get lost. And we asked her to radio security. Security left their radio at the damn desk and no one's even watching the screen.
Oh shit, hell, man. Where's Gary's head cam? I want to see that. What happened? Something dropped, didn't it?
Nate? Oh, nobody's answering? Jen to Nate?
I'm pretty sure Nate left his radio in the security office. What's up?
So she had to have someone else after a moment look at the screen and figure out what happened to Gary. And so at that point, all of us are in the dark.
We lost our first Patreon. That's not what we expected to happen
Not good.
on an episode. You know, we were hoping that he would encounter something and not just get swallowed into the depth of an underground haunted tunnel, and he's gone.
Oh, I like this. This is where they're going to see his... Oh, I like this. This is where they're going to see him drop his camera now. This is Gary's head cam. Yes, mate. I like that. I fucking like that, mate. Yes. Yes. Gary's footage. Hey. Yes.
The tunnel just
Yeah, I
made
like
me,
that.
straight up anxious. You know, I kept getting like a sick feeling in my stomach. Like it was weird.
Yeah, he's shitting it.
As soon as I come out here, I feel all right. But that hallway doesn't feel right. Or that tunnel doesn't feel right.
You know, the tunnel, it's not very wide or anything. I mean, it's a long tunnel, but it almost felt like claustrophobic.
Let's at least try with the flashlight. And EMF. Nope.
Shit, he's lost.
Did we see where one of the investigators went?
Looking at one walking back towards Devon. Is that the one you're looking for?
Oh shit, dude! I was hella scared, man. Hella scared.
All right, let's go find it.
You thought I was playing?
At first I was like, are you kidding me?
Let's fuck. We got the fuck out of there.
I guess in his defense, he had real no way to communicate with us.
I know.
We should have gave him a radio.
He's like,
It was just shocking to see the end and not him.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Like literally, I was like, "Where the fuck's Gary?"
What's up, bro?
There he is.
Hey, you know that
Totally different person. Now he's like, get me out of here now.
we would never leave you there intentionally, right?
Dude, you scared the shit out of us.
What happened? The piss out
We
of
got
us.
all the way down the tunnel to the back, and we're like,
he's not here.
Where's
They
Gary?
came out and they're like, he's not in there. I'm like, are you kidding? He's like, no, he's really not
what
in
happened,
there.
man?
Dude, so I got in there and I started walking in like kind of just slowly, and I don't know, I just got like super anxious, and so I just like I kept stopping, looking back, and started using the flashlight a little bit because I didn't know if I was seeing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like
Too
the
much being there
further-
alone. Like the further you got.
The further I got in, like the more anxious I got. Finally, I was like, forget this.
Dude,
I'd,
you did
like,
great. No, you did great.
So I started making my way. So I
Dude,
made
it's
my way
exactly-
back out there. I got to the Mayflower building because I didn't know where. So I was like, all right, somebody's usually there. I didn't see anybody. I was like, okay. So I came back this way because I
But now that
remember
you've
you
had
guys were
your-
gonna meet
your-
me out
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So I was like, let me come up.
Even your solo walk back, like how does that feel when you're like going through anxiety like
Man, he looks relieved to be out there, mate. He looks relieved to be out and about.
that, and then
So it felt better, like on my way out.
Outside, you know, not being trapped in there.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's being just
I bet the guys were looking at his head cam going, oh, mate, your head camera's down. We ain't got any footage.
pitch black in there.
All right, well, let's head on back.
We're gonna go back in.
He's like, go back in?
Hang on, everybody kill the lights. You still getting reading there?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna use flash.
Oh, mate. Here we go. Shadow bastard. Let's go, mate. Skip.
I'm gonna do a few of these. That's how she said she caught a shadow figure.
Oi! Whose legs are they? Whose legs are they? Who's that? What effing legs are they, mate?
We just want to talk, Skip.
Skip, where are you? It's okay to share yourself.
We're gonna see it, mate. We're gonna see it.
Can you show us your hair?
You're not epileptic, right? No, sorry. Don't want to be flashing in your face.
This is it. We're gonna see it now.
Okay. Check that picture.
What is that, mate? Yeah.
Check the picture that you just took. Down
Whoa.
there.
Skip, are you here?
Yeah, that ain't right. That ain't right. Look at you. Yeah, mate. Yeah, that is weird.
What the fuck is that?
That's the blanket hanging.
No, not the blanket.
Dark spot.
We were in there, we had a lot of visual things going on. Like him and I were seeing, again, these like phantom shadows that were moving in a way that had nothing to do with the light, the direction of the light we had.
Dark spot.
Let's check them all real quick. Whoops.
Skip, are you in front of us?
Yeah, man, let's see the raw footage.
What
Let's
about
see
that?
it.
No, that's graffiti. Still getting a reading.
Still getting reading, yeah. Okay, okay.
You heard that, right?
Second you set it down.
Whoever's down here with us, anything you have to say, come through this right now.
Temperature gauge is triggered. Okay. So the ghosties are coming.
Come through this right now.
Okay.
Let me turn that off because it's interfering with the words. I'll leave the light on it, but I want the sound.
Mate, that thing, I've got to get myself one of those, mate. That's freaky.
Can you say something?
It's strange it's not saying anything. I mean, I can't hear anything. That's weird.
The thing that's so frustrating about this and that he got to have firsthand is that all of these hints of communication, all of this evidence that's subtle that's coming up and it seems like it's building and there's a momentum to it, just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Last chance, Skip. We're leaving.
What the fuck was that, mate? Yeah.
We're leaving.
Oh, man.
We're leaving.
What? Mate, I'm not being funny, man. If I heard that, like that, wow. Man, Jesus, that would shit me right up.
I know for a fact that the Penhurst Asylum is haunted. I've been there before in the past, and I've seen some really weird things happen at that location.
I put a lot of trust in Casey. I believe things he says and he does, and he's told me that he's had pretty extreme experiences there before, so without a doubt, in my opinion, it is a haunted location.
Whenever you're looking for spiritual activity, it's always a hit or miss. That's how it is every time that we go to a location or do an investigation. And honestly, I don't really think that this time was a miss. I got some footsteps running up in the attic.
Can you come closer to my voice? Oh.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, man.
Gary heard some noises in the other building that constantly sounded like they were coming from around the corners.
Yeah. Okay. It's like a little tap or something.
Yeah, because to be fair, like, you know, that's what happened in, like, Bodmin Jail when we did our ghost hunt. There was loads of activity. We went to, you know, the Wistman's Forest. I thought there wasn't anything, but then after editing and coming across the things that I didn't think was there, wow, man, there's a lot more. Do you know what I mean? So it's weird because it depends on what location you're in. It really does.
There was countless times where Gary and I were looking at each other saying like, oh, you know, I'm not breathing heavy, but my heart's palpitating. You know, I feel like out of nowhere, I just started having these crazy thoughts.
I do feel like there's definitely something there, just from what I felt and some of the sounds that we heard.
These are all the types of things that we look for when we're on an investigation. So the fact that he was able to come with us, get to feel what it's like in those situations.
I think overall, having a patron with us on investigation was one of the coolest, if not the coolest experience I've had so far on Mindseed.
Yeah, man.
It was just a lot of fun to have him around and just see him smiling ear to ear, get a fresh set of eyes and ears on everything. We do this all the time, day in and day out. And just having somebody like that that's essentially a rookie was awesome.
It was absolutely a pleasure to have you. You were awesome. Everything that you did took all of us months to get comfortable with. So congratulations, bud.
Yeah, man.
You did a great job.
I'm happy you got to experience it, and I hope he had a good time with us.
I'm super glad that you didn't approach it like a hard ass and just be like, oh, there's nothing here, because like legit, dude. Oops, I got it. About that. It's okay. I got my feet using the bumper. So yeah, I know, like someone that came in and like wasn't literally listening to their own anxiety or something like that. Like, it's uncommon for me to be as fucking horrified as I was right there for a second, you know?
This is where you edit this out.
Yeah, I'm not recording.
Austin Powers. I'm recording this, for sure.
Thanks a lot.
We'll edit this out.
Yeah.
Maybe we can add it in the bloopers.
There you go.
There you go. Be like, look, she can't drive.
Oh, it's just crazy.
It's definitely going in the bloopers.
It's a good number. We're all right. We're almost there.
Oh, no, one more. One more. This is it. This is it.
I bet there's a lot of weight in there, though. Jesus.
You got it.
One thing you don't know, Gary, is that we meet the best drivers on the road.
Yeah.
I bet.
I don't know where she is.
First meet and greet ever. Oh, I've heard about this, mate. This looks good, man. Las Vegas. Yeah, mate. There you go, mate. Mindseed TV. Not the most active of bloody ghosty woasties, mate. But I think, you know, you can't always have, like, bang blockbusters every single time you go and visit, like, a haunted location and stuff like that. So I think fair shout to them, mate. A really good idea, bringing a Patreon with them. Gary did great. And next time, take me. All right? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, mate. If you did like the video, please leave a little like. And if you're new to the channel, how about subscribing? All right, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.